come here. Soon as I got seats in there, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LED logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, don't man. I'm a K-back, 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they spamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet and they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First carry for Latavius Murray. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on second down is Locke. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Back to throw, Locke. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. This is the newest member of the Lion backfield, LeGarrette Blount. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, tuck the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On first down, Murray. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Now a play fake here on first down. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first. Now Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. Charles, that makes now 5 interceptions and not even 5 quarters. Remember, he threw 4 picks last week. And this turns into a tough situation because a lot of fans, the first thing is, oh, well, we need to change quarterbacks. This is your guy. This is your elite player. You can't just take him out like that. If I'm the coach, I make a little joke and say, you know some big guy? We're going to change the football. So it's obvious that's the problem. It's not you. Keep firing. So out now come the Lions. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game. But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in. Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Stafford on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there at 22. From the red zone now, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Spinning away. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
They are going for it. It's Locke. And he's able to find Diggs. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Lions now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a first down. Throwing is Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, boys, here we go. 21. Jumbo, set.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's third down. Riddick with a carry. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. Here's the battering Ram Blunt. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a first down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll try the air now with Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are in for 6. Now Prater to add the PAT. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a give. This is Murray. Open space inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Big 20, big 20.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Stafford now to throw. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
On 1st down at Stafford. Under pressure, they got him again. Linval Joseph in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. And Tate's got it. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
53, 11
After the interception, it's Love. Left side caught by Diggs. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 84 yards, and the Vikings are going to take the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines, but the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Play action. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
A second nice move, a spin. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
11B. Hey, Evie. 12.
Here's Luck now on second down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Well, the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Let it roll, let it roll, let it roll.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Love. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Lets it fly for Thielen. He's got a man, complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Luck. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, Locke. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him. And that's sack number 18 for him on the year. After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. But I believe the Lion was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Now Blunt. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. And what are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Back to throw. Stafford. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's third down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of sad. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Open is Tate. Touchdown, Lions. Golden Tate with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings now heading on to the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
12.
On second down, here's Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on third down, Love. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He can run for it, and he will. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Lions will get the football back. Terrific field position. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll go to Blunt, try and pound it in. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. LeGarrette Blunt, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up. And
Latavius Murray past the 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray, 81 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Evades the tackler, and now some space. The 40, the 30. 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Theo Riddick, 104 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Prater for the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's Lott. And it's brought in by Eric Decker. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Luck on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete and almost intercepted. That would have been his third pick in this game alone. Instead, fourth down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Lott. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. On the toss, this is blocked, and he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now it's Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions add on to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Off of play action, Luck finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Vikings on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Luck now to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Daniel Carlson now for the Viking field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Lions, it's another win for them. And you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they're guaranteed